Those words cut into me like a knife. It was a family event, everyone gathered to celebrate. I thought maybe tonight things would be different, maybe I would finally belong. But my sister shoved me out in front of everyone. Her voice carried the same venom she had saved for me all these years. I shoved my hands into my pockets so no one would see them shaking. The air outside was cold, but the chill inside me was far worse. I had always been the one considered less. As kids, she was the favorite. She got the new things, the attention, while I was told, life is something you have to build yourself. I worked jobs in stores, warehouses, overnight shifts. Bills were always late, rent was always a struggle, and debt weighed heavy on me. But I never complained. I kept telling myself maybe one day I'd prove I was worth something. That night, when she threw me out, I saw in her eyes the same hardness she had carried for me all along. My mother turned away, my father stayed silent, pretending not to see. I stepped outside, and inside me a fire began to burn. Days earlier I had made a decision. I had kept a secret that could shake everyone. It was about my sister's husband's business, their debts, and the truth that had been hidden for years. I thought maybe someday I'd have to bring it out. And tonight her words forced me to. I stood outside while laughter and music spilled from inside. Then suddenly phones began to ring. One after another. First my brother's, then my sister's, then my mother's. Faces changed. I stepped back in, and every eye turned toward me. My sister snapped, "Why did you come back in?" I said calmly, "I just have something to say." I said, "You told me I have no place here. But the truth is this place, this gathering, all of it exists because of me. The loan I took in my name is what made this possible. And tonight the bank is reminding you that without me none of this would exist." The room fell silent. My sister's face went pale. Her husband stood shouting, "That's a lie." But I held up my phone, showing the notices, the messages, the proof. People looked at each other, whispers spread. My mother gripped her chair, my father lowered his eyes. And my sister, who had humiliated me moments earlier, now stood frozen in front of everyone. I said, "Respect isn't something you steal from others. Respect is what you earn with your own sweat and blood. You threw me out, but the truth is this entire celebration stands because of me." My voice trembled, but inside I felt a strange calm, as if years of weight had finally lifted. After that night everything changed. Some people came up to me, patting my shoulder, saying, "We had no idea." Others avoided my eyes, ashamed. My sister's husband muttered angrily, "This isn't over." But his voice no longer carried the power it once did. My sister said nothing. She just stood there, her eyes filled with the same fear I had carried inside me for years. I stepped outside again. The cold air hit my face, but this time it felt freeing. I thought to myself, revenge is sweet, but sweeter still is the moment when you lay your truth bare for everyone to see. For years I had believed I was weak, but tonight I realized weakness can turn into strength, if you reveal it at the right time. When I got home, the bills were still piled on the table, the debt still looming, the job still uncertain. But something inside me had changed. I looked in the mirror, and for the first time I saw someone who could write his own story. My sister had said I had no place, but tonight the phones had rung, and in that silence I heard my dignity loud and clear.